Afternoon, here is the news at 1. I am Mike James. Lagos government has presented checks to compensate victims of Dosumi fire disaster at Lagos Island after a proper enumeration of people affected. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who performed the official symbolic presentation of blank bank checks to the victims at Lagos Island, said the gesture is in fulfillment of the promise made by the state government. The governor had earlier promised while on an assessment visit to the site of the fire incident, which occurred on the 9th of April, due to suspected illegal fuel storage, that the state government would provide succor to affected traders to help them back on their feet. The traders affected were compensated in three categories of 2.5 million naira, 1.5 million naira, and 750,000 naira, according to the enumeration process. Executive Chairman of Shomolu Local Government, Abdul Hamid Salau, has inaugurated the new Olaleye Ultra Modern Market, fulfilling the promise made to the community 4 years ago after a devastating fire destroyed the old market. In his opening remarks, Salau emphasized the significance of local markets and fostering economic growth, noting that they provide employment, support small businesses, contribute to the gross domestic product (GDP) of the local economy in Shomolu, while urging the market users to maintain cleanliness and proper usage of the facility. He assured the community of the government's continued efforts to deliver critical infrastructural projects, noting that the Alade market, which is also undergoing renovation, would soon be commissioned. On her part, the Iyaloja General Folashade Tinubu Ojo commended the chairman of Shomolu for fulfilling his promises to market men and women in the local government, urging both traders and customers alike to adhere to all the state environmental laws and regulations. The newly inaugurated Olaleye Ultramodern Market boasts of 116 lock-up shops, 58 key clams, 36 chicken sheds, 10 meat sellers units, and a large clean space for butchering and cleaning chickens. The market also includes modern facilities such as 10 toilets with separate sections for men and women, market office spaces and bathrooms, a meeting room, and a crèche for traders' children. All is set for the commemoration of this year's Domestic Violence Awareness Month from the 1st of September with the theme SGBV, Not on My Watch, Not in My Lagos. Speaking at a press conference ahead the celebration at Alausa Ikeja, Commissioner for Justice Lawal Pedro said the celebration is based on a compelling need to ensure that Lagosians realize that ending the menace of sexual and gender-based violence is a collective effort, which requires the support and collaboration of all members of society. Pedro, who was represented by the Acting Solicitor General and Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Justice, Hamid Oyenuga, noted that the awareness campaign will kickstart on the 2nd of September with the Turn Alausa Purple campaign, where all public servants will adorn the color purple and also create an opportunity to decorate officers with purple ribbons at the various entrances of the Secretariat, Alausa House of Assembly Gate, and Old Secretariat Gate simultaneously.
This year, the advocacy work takes place at local government where we have the low reporting. This will involve traditional rulers, community leaders, market men and women, religious clerics, and other relevant stakeholders in the community. And the purpose of the advocacy work is to educate and sensitize the citizens and residents of the state on the issue of sexual and gender-based violence, the available services the state has to offer in curbing the menace.
And we had the Executive Secretary, Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, DSVA, Titulola Viva Adeni, noted that in the last 1 year, the agency received a spike in heartbreaking reports of abused children from Ajeromi Felodun Council area, while Alimosho Council area had been number one for violence against women.
If we see what we've done from 2019 to date, we have over 24,905 cases of domestic and sexual violence that have been reported officially. But we know that this does not even scratch the surface because these issues are some of the most underreported crime, not just in Lagos, Nigeria, but globally. The fact that we even have data is a success. We are able to be strategic in our interventions. We know local governments with high reporting. We know how to target our interventions. And we also know local governments that have no reporting.
Other activities lined up include a symposium, market fiesta, and advocacy work in local government areas where there are low reports involving traditional rulers, community leaders, marketmen and women, religious leaders, and other law-relevant stakeholders in the community. Ecomen work against SGBV, Governor's Award, among others. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has enjoined the corps members deployed to the state to embrace good values in order to be able to contribute their quota to building the nation. He said they should embrace diligence, patriotism, courtesy, and networking during the period of their orientation. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by the Commissioner, Ministry of Youth and Social Development, Mobolaji Ogulende, stated this at the official opening swearing-in ceremony of the 2024 Batch B Stream 2 orientation course. The governor also implored the corps members to make the most of their orientation exercise by networking, making new friends, building relationships, having mentorship and entrepreneurship under the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Initiative. Earlier in her address, NYC Lagos State Coordinator Yetunde Baderewa advised the corps members to abide by the rules and regulations laid down for them while in the orientation camp, adding that all is aimed at making them good ambassadors of their fatherland wherever they find themselves. The National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, NPHCDA, has announced a tentative date to commence vaccination for monkeypox as October 8. Head of the Public Relations Unit at the NPHCDA, Remy Adeleke, who made this known, also stated that the vaccine deployment will begin from October 3 to 6. Adeleke noted that the total population targeted in the 5 states affected is 4,750 persons who will receive 2 doses each, 28 days apart. He clarified that the target population is close contact of Mpox cases, health workers, and persons with low immune status. Dynas is a vaccine approved by the Food and Drug Administration for the prevention of smallpox and Mpox in adults aged 18 years and older who are at risk of Mpox infection. In some foreign news, President Volodymyr Zelensky has sacked the commander of Ukraine's Air Force amid debate over the destruction of one of the country's valuable new F-16 fighter jets. Zelensky did not specify the reason for dismissing Mykola Oleshenko, but said he had a responsibility to take care of all the nation's warriors. The U.S.-made F-16, one of several delivered earlier this month by Ukraine's Western allies, went down on Monday, killing the plot. Even though it happened during a barrage of Russian missiles, Ukraine said the cause of the crash was not a direct result of an enemy strike, and Oleshok spared with some politicians over who was to blame for the loss. President Zelensky renewed his calls for all Ukraine's international partners to allow it to hit targets inside Russia to prevent such attacks. In sports, Super Eagles defender Benjamin Tanimu has sealed the move to English League One club Crawley Town. Tanimu put pen to paper on a 2-year contract with the option of an additional year. Tanzanian club Singida Black Stars will pocket $850,000 as transfer fee. Those are news at 1, but just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration provided 450,000 pupils with e-learning devices? Well, you can get more details on the Lagos State Government website, and for contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Adiwale Oluwaruku. Thank you for listening, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Beautiful afternoon to you.